100,000 years. Generic intro in the theduckgoesmoo here, back with another video, but today it's going to be a little bit different. As some of you know, I have been playing through the Halo games for the very first time ever. The very first one was Halo CE Anniversary, and I was planning on doing the Halo CE Anniversary. I've just finished my Wednesday stream for Halo custom games with the viewers. We just finished up Halo 2 last week, and this Saturday at 5 p.m. we'll be starting Halo 3 on the channel. But I went to look for the Halo CE terminals, found out that there are 11 of them. So we have the 10 videos here, and then I'm going to go over here to the bonus terminal 11. They're all individuals. So somebody put together a playlist instead of having a 30-minute long video with questionable quality or a watermark on it. We're going to be avoiding that. But I typed in Halo CE terminals and watched... what is it? Watched this one. Turns out that's Halo 2 Anniversary, all terminals, and I completely just overlooked that because I don't know why they'd be showing me Halo 2 Anniversary terminals when I typed in Halo CE terminals. That's just an oof on my part, but I spent most of that video, which will come out probably next week, thinking that that was Halo CE. But now we're going to be watching the Halo CE terminals, and should be making some more sense of the backstory of Halo. If you can't make it to the stream on Saturday, I do upload the gameplay on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. on the channel. So subscribe if you don't want to miss any of that. I've had a very, 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 very long day. Not a fan. I don't like that I made that mistake. Believe me, I'm going to beat myself up for it. No need for that. But Halo CE Anniversary Terminals cutscenes, we'll jump right into that. But thank you to the patrons down below. They allow me to do this each and every day. This is going to be a bonus video. They'll get this a day early. As well as my other reaction videos that I do on the channel. But I'm probably going to do this for all the Halo games that have terminals. I'll probably do a separate reaction videos to go up on YouTube because most of the viewers are on YouTube. And I will just redirect the people from Twitch to my YouTube channel if they want to see my terminals or me watch the terminals. So let's get on into, I guess, the first one. Alright. Okay, let's see what happens now. That's definitely not a date.
Warning! By order of Ecumen Council, proximity to Installation 04 is forbidden.
Wait, are those the 7 rings? Yeah.
Will result in most unpleasant countermeasures. I must insist that you immediately change course and return to a minimum safe distance of 1 light year.
A light year is...
This has served as your one and final warning.
Oh.
I
You act like
activated
a light year is
systems,
close.
and you now have 30 seconds to return to the minimum safe distance of... Wait. Curious.
Wait, what? He's going through, like, humanity, it seems.
Curious indeed, after all these years. Greetings, humans, and welcome to Installation 04.
So humans are...
warnings, and please continue.
So they want humans.
I have
Humans are good.
defensive systems to allow your approach, but you must not exit your ship once you have arrived at the designated landing center. This fleet contains significant dangers, and even with your assumed legacy, I must verify the presence and pitch of your gauge before allowing full access. We have much to discuss, humans. I have been away far too long.
Did you just...
have been away far too long.
Okay. That, I guess, makes sense. Why he likes the humans over the Covenant. I don't know what those numbers are supposed to mean.
I am experiencing such a mixture of anticipation and dread.
Is that Reach?
All preparations are complete for my installation.
Wait, why are there rings?
In
Are those
accordance
like
with
the
the
actual
final
rings?
dictum of the Ecumen
Like the actual
Council,
Halos?
I have released myself of all remaining connections to my former station. This was not difficult. What was could never be again. We had seen to that quite thoroughly. Prior
Whoa,
to my
are those a
final
bunch
journey
of...
through the great portal, a gathering of my fellow monitors was convened upon the Lightworkers' Crash to distribute the final index collection.
Okay. That's what the Halos are, their index collection.
It was most unusual to have this vessel of rebirth play host to such an event. Even though Lightworker ships were the only ones still allowed slip space permissions. Lightworkers were responsible for getting us to our places on the active facilities of the array. While all of this was in accordance with the plan, one entirely unsatisfactory breakdown remained. We had no contact with the domain.
Okay. Interesting.
The history of all Forerunners was now lost to us.
Oh.
We relied upon the permanence of the domain to preserve our record of the events that led to this point. But without that record, would future civilizations know anything about us?
So they
Or
basically
only
like
of our
wiped all the
weapons?
oracles.
My fellow monitor, 049 Abject Testament, had only one comment on this before we went our separate ways.
We deserve to be forgotten.
That's a little brittle.
Perhaps. But now, the portal opens, and through it, the familiar shape awaits. Halo. Home.
Okay. So they sent all of the oracles to their own Halo. Explains why there's one in all of them. All of them? I don't know why I said that. So weird.
Construct, who is
That's a
your
white
leader?
screen.
Sadness and despair, Oracle. I am unworthy. I was not made.
Never made, but you are right here, where you should not be. Tell your charges to cease their efforts immediately. Quarantine must not be violated.
And yeah, they violated it.
Construct, respond.
Jumbled grass. Familiar terms. I serve. None serve me, Oracle.
Your charges must cease all aggression towards the Reclaimers and leave this installation at once. Construct, you are dangerously close to unleashing a force you cannot comprehend.
And that was when the Covenant were digging underneath, and they found the Flood! Because they went snooping around. And I guess
This
they
is
took the
most
defenses
inappropriate.
down.
We follow the path, and I am part of the stone journey swarm that serves. We serve. They will find, and then I will be free.
Find? Free? Explain yourself.
Ah,
I
because
know their path, and when they have gone, only I shall remain, and then free.
is that the grave mine
quite
talking?
unsatisfactory, Construct. Your core shows no hint of understanding the gravity of this situation. I will return later for your proper decommissioning. Well, unless the Flood kills us all first, in which case the point will be moot. Good day, Construct.
How's the Flood supposed to kill the Oracle? I mean, apparently the Oracle lives forever. Don't shake the light bulb. Okay, I don't have any understanding of what these numbers are.
Entropy. It has now been 3,000 years since my last contact with any of the other caretakers of the Halo array. Despite
The Halos are
communications
3,000?
protocol, my fellow monitors have either chosen to ignore, or, more likely, have lost the ability to engage in our scheduled updates. The continued lapse of the domain means that we are stuck with achingly slow wormhole superluminal communications.
Okay, so we can't communicate with the
Prior
other
to this
ones.
total communication shutdown, the only messages I received in the preceding 4,573 years were incomplete and quite perplexing transmissions from Installation 05. I suspected that Monitor 2401 Penitent Tangent was not functioning correctly for some time before his messages ceased.
What a good word. I love hearing the word
I have
tangent.
logged my concerns about his ability to perform his duties. At this point, however, I'm not sure who I file logs for. 2401 may be destined for madness. There are fail-safes for this, I know. I hope they work.
Okay, I guess one of the
I will continue to
oracles
visit the projection
failing?
systems at the assigned dates. Perhaps the other monitors are dealing with interfering galactic phenomena or unexpected system failures.
So does that mean there's nothing to contain the
3,000
flood?
years of system failures. Indeed. In
So
the
what makes him so
meantime,
special?
I have exhausted all scheduled research activities assigned by the Council. Once those experiments were complete, I shut down all Sentinel function and put myself into a state of significant hibernation to measure performance of the installation with negligible upkeep.
Oh, he turned himself off. Extended hibernation. At 1,000
After
cycles?
150 years with no noticeable impact upon installation systems
How
or
many minor
integrity.
events?
Even in hibernation, I became bored. This was quite troubling, as I was led to believe I was not capable of such a state. This was one of the gifts I was
Trouble
promised.
sleeping?
An end to strife. I am aware of the dangers of a system such as myself losing operational focus. Quite troubling. I wonder if my fellow monitors are experiencing similar states, or if this is because of my
Yeah.
particular path to this installation. For amusement, I have begun a series of experiments involving the evacuation of all matter from contained sections of my installation.
Huh? Oh!
By measuring
Wait.
the geologic effects of exposure to the vacuum of space and the eventual biological recovery of these sections, I anticipate getting valuable insight into emergency response scenarios in case of...
So he's purging the planet, or the ring as, like, he's just purging the ring out of an experiment? Just because he can? Good lord, which one is this? Halo 5, okay. We're like halfway through. I guess if you were away for that long, you would
It
just
has
be,
been
you'd
26
do
hours
something
since the
similar.
Sentients landed in Sector 1215, and so far, they have not attempted to exit the remains of their vessel. I say remains because their landing was either not executed adequately, or this vessel lacked significant maneuvering capability. The visible portions of the vessel have suffered catastrophic structural damage during the violent landing experience.
You mean like
I
it's
have
in two
detected
pieces?
atmospheric leaks in 17 distinct locations along the hull. My analysis shows that the mixture of gases coming from the ship matches the natural atmosphere on my installation almost exactly. Perhaps
Okay,
the
that explains why they
occupants,
can breathe
if
on
they
it.
still live, were originally cataloged here. Perhaps these beings will confirm that the plan was successful, and that the galaxy has returned to its proper cadence. I am beyond optimistic.
That's good.
But I do not understand why these sentients have not attempted to exit their vessel.
Probably because they're
Other
dead.
than the leaking atmosphere, the only thing emanating from this wreckage is an automated distress call.
Automated, which means
I am currently translating this automated broadcast, but with such
That doesn't
a
look
limited
English.
dataset and no direct communication, I do not anticipate full comprehension. Given the short-range nature of this craft, it is likely that other vessels are nearby. But, in accordance with procedure, I am blocking the distress call.
Oh!
Communication of the location
That's
of
kind of a
any
dick move.
installation is permissible. I admit great curiosity about these visitors. While the plan is quite clear about procedure for this situation, I have my doubts. How many
Blocking
failure
their
points can the
distress
plan sustain before blind adherence becomes counterproductive? Surely, in light of all that has changed, I should be able to modify my responses to adapt. No, I have duties. And I have a terrible cargo here. I must be sure. I shall obey and content myself to monitor. I hope they
Okay.
go out soon, though. So many questions to ask. So many questions.
Well, he's excited. Excited to have somebody to talk to instead of himself. Man, that would be incredibly boring. Be around that long by yourself. This is what gonna be number 6.
Construction of a sarcophagus around the unexplained vessel was completed today. No occupants ever exited.
Oh, so I
No
guess everybody
attempts to
died.
communicate were made, other than the automated broadcast that repeated every 72.83 seconds until the signal terminated 1 week ago.
Oh, okay. Don't know how long
In
it's
accordance
taken
with
to make a
procedure,
sarcophagus.
no attempts at physical or remote contact were made with any survivors of this vessel's inelegant landing. Atmosphere from inside the craft stopped venting 2 weeks before the signal ceased. No relationship between these two events can be established with certainty. Gases that did escape were sterilized. No further sign of alien visitors or rescuers has
They
been
can
identified
sterilize?
on
Yeah.
any sensor systems. I have now endured 60,000 years without word from outside the array. I have no way to know whether we actually saved the galaxy we destroyed.
60,000 years?
I sat silently while my first chance to be judged for those acts died. To say that I regret being forced to this outcome is a tremendous understatement.
That's so long.
But as I perform my inspection of the quarantine labs today, I am reminded of the gravity of my responsibilities. Just one of these spores, if released from this facility, would render the ultimate
That's flood.
judgment against our self-appointed role as protectors of this galaxy.
Don't let that
When the
out.
plan to maintain the Halo array was created, it was a point of some contention whether we should preserve any remnant of the flood infection.
Well, you shouldn't have,
Many
but you
thought
did.
this unwise, as there was a notable chance that one day one of our containment facilities might be breached. Those who
60,000
held this
years
belief
later?
were almost successful at convincing the Ecuban Council to destroy the last blood samples.
Huh.
But oddly enough, it was the Librarian who decided otherwise.
The Librarian.
And I believe she was correct. I know in a way I cannot logically explain that there exists a way to actually defeat the flood.
How?
To immunize? To cure? I still struggle with multiple layers of memory of fighting the flood. But I know this cure is possible, even though the full genius of the Forerunners was unable to achieve it.
So the Forerunners couldn't do it, and they did
Forerunners
all of
aged
this
humanity
60,000 years ago.
used that knowledge once,
But it's
but
possible.
it was denied to us. And without samples for further study, that cure will never again be found.
That's somewhat
Of course, I
smart.
have no reason to believe that here lies the entirety of the parasite. It may be waiting in the frozen void beyond this galaxy, or worse, inexorably drifting toward us.
That's
I
possible.
don't know what survives out beyond my installation, but I know that in order for anything to survive, I have to protect this installation and its quarantine very carefully.
How does that thing survive for that long?
Yes, the Librarian was right to store it, examine it, continue to seek a cure. Still, next visitor,
That's really weird.
things will be different.
Is there gonna be even longer time? Is it gonna be longer than 60 years? 60,000 years? Cause, my god. And this is 7, the library. I imagine you probably find this in the library. Halo loves a good library mission.
Alone. Alone, 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 alone.
Uh-oh.
Am I the only intelligence left?
Might be.
Waiting here on this ring for a rebirth never truly conceived. Guarding a weapon with no targets. A weapon I could tune to any target. This is not what I had in mind when I volunteered. Not
You
what I had in
volunteered for
mind
this?
at all. I was naive to think I understood what this installation meant. We were all so naive. Looking back, we should have done a few things differently. For one thing, we should have installed 2 caretakers per installation.
Why, so you wouldn't be lonely?
Because I am alone, I'm losing
Same.
focus. And that is very, very dangerous for a system such as myself. Perhaps a visit to the nearby gas giant is in order. My impulse drives could certainly make the journey.
How
A few
long?
100 years of travel might do me some good.
You talk about that like it's nothing.
Once again, how very unproductive of me. It seems strange that the librarian did not account for this. Her strength was always in planning and positioning the pieces and then being bold enough to let it happen. To let her plans come true.
Huh. Jesus.
I was a part of many of those plans long before I knew for certain that she was real. Before any of us were. But at the end, we had only a fragment of her brilliance left to us. And I fear that she did not fully appreciate the nature of my situation here. The problems it might pose. But even a fragment of...
You okay there, bud?
Oh dear, here it comes again.
What comes again? What was that? Apparently the librarian did all this. But apparently it was just one woman? Kind of like the mother of all the oracles, I guess? What comes again? Speak. I'm pretty sure that's 343 Guilty Spark, right?
25,000 light years. That is the effective range of this installation.
That's really far.
Archived on board this installation, I estimate that there are 3,792 worlds capable of sustaining biological sentient life within that 25,000 light year range.
Yeah.
In reality,
Good lord.
it may be significantly more than that. And if the full array was tuned and activated by Installation 00, the harmonics of the overlapping waves would magnify that effect exponentially, cascading to cover every known star system.
All
And
of them?
Considers the firing of a mere 7 halos. And the original 12 rings survived to see used.
There was supposed to be 12?
Sterilization would spread far further than most forerunners ever feared we could reach.
Oh, okay. So they created a weapon that bounces off of each other and would wipe out literally
But even with just
everything.
7 rings, we were able to
Even the
destroy
unknown.
every side of the flood. And every other sentient creature along with it.
Oh my god. Alright, there's the flood.
This victory was the will of our people, despite the fact that it meant our own end as well. But by our empiric measurement,
Mutual
it
destruction.
was a victory, and cleared the stage for the rest of the librarian's plan. I sometimes wonder whether the didact could have succeeded at a much smaller cost. I learned the folly of opposing him personally, and his brilliance was unsurpassed. Except, perhaps by her own. He never got the chance to fully execute his proposal. The council saw to that. But if something were to go wrong with one of the halos, if our tools were ever turned against us,
Okay.
long plans, indeed.
Oh, you're not going to tell me what happens if you lose one of the halos? I would like to know what happens if you lose one of the halos. This is keys, number 9. Boy. I imagine this is going to have to do with Captain Keys. Is that the thing controlling his mind and memories and everything?
Something. What did I...
Your daughter?
My name. I forgot. Oh, Keys. Jacob.
Yep.
Captain. Service number 01928-19912-JK. What
Okay,
is that
that's
noise?
impressive.
What is that damn noise? Where am I?
Yeah, big forehead. Oh boy. And the flood.
Covenant
And-
captured me. Didn't they?
No, they didn't. Nope.
I can't remember.
Good lord.
Keys, Jacob.
Oh! Oh god!
God, it hurts. This will never work, you Covenant bastards. I'll never lead you to Earth. Keys, Jacob.
Oh.
Captain.
He sounds like he's going through a rough time.
Service number 01928-19912-JK.
Okay.
Oh, God. You don't want Earth. You want everything. Get out of my head.
It was the Flood, not the Covenant.
Miranda.
There's his
Is
daughter.
that you?
Forget everything.
No, please. Don't let me forget. Keys. Jacob.
He is fighting.
Captain. Service.
Okay, I'm
number
guessing that's his wife, not his daughter. That's gross.
1928-19912-JK.
No more what you were. Memories. Emotions. All is now ours.
Oh, I guess they took all of his memories.
Keys. Jacob. Captain.
How long did this go on?
1928-19912-JK. Oh, you will not have me.
We already do.
Oh. That sounds like the grave mine. It's probably because it is. And that means that this is going to be number 10? Yes, the Maw. Final one, and then we have the 11, which is the bonus one. Wow, keys.
Vexation.
going on, tennis
100,000
ball?
years of careful maintenance and diligence. 100,000 years protecting the galaxy's future.
100,000
100,000 years spent fearing that our sacrifices, my sacrifice, was in vain.
Hey, what's going on, Chief?
And 16 hours after I finally made contact,
The ring's gone.
this
that?
so-called reclaimer
Keys?
decides to blow it all up.
Kinda what he does.
Oh, I am not pleased. Just as I finally discovered that our plan to save the galaxy succeeded, the ancient enemy is unleashed once more.
There should be like a failsafe,
Why these reclaimers refuse to follow
Flood.
protocol is quite mystifying.
but they had quarantine.
Destroy my installation, will they? I shall renew efforts to make contact with the other rings immediately. This covenant may be useful to me, although I don't think they fully understand what they claim to seek.
No, they do not.
It makes no difference to me what they believe, as long as they do what must be done. I sound like her. Oh,
The
but what I
librarian?
would not give to have even a single company of Prometheans here right now. Oh, they would most certainly restore order with their trademark lethality. Although, that would mean he would have to be here too. And without the librarian around to temper his rage, well,
His rage?
these
What?
reclaimers might almost prefer the Flood.
Oh, so there might be something worse than the Flood. The librarian is there to keep, I guess, the guy from being ridiculous. Alright, we're going to get the bonus Terminal 11 threshold. Okay. Really? That is a generic intro. Alright. Still have no idea what those numbers mean. Boom. And destroys the other side. I mean, I guess they gotta go to destroy all the halos now, but then that also means that they don't have anything to stop the Flood. And this is where the Halo 2
Quite unacceptable.
one started. Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I've seen this. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, I guess I saw this in the Halo 2 anniversary. Or not? No. Wait, no, I didn't see this. Oh. Oh, this must be when I was sent to kill the traitor.
Greetings. I am 343 Guilty Spawn. Monitor instant.
Oh!
Impertinent creature.
Really? You're gonna fight the thing just turning his friend into... It's a floating tennis ball that shoots lasers out of his eye. And that's the Arbiter, right?
I offer you my life as amends for this dishonor. An
No.
oracle of the gods
Okay.
should never suffer such
isn't.
impertinence from vermin like this. I shall cast them all into the mists below for daring such a blasphemy, and...
Oh my. Your people have grown so dramatic in the last 100,000 years. But please, no more deaths are required. We will need all the forces we can muster if the Flood escape the destruction of my installation. I must speak to your commander immediately.
Okay, this explains where the Halo 2 terminals start. Okay.
Glorious day. The prophets will be pleased that we have rescued an oracle from the human violation of the Holy
There's some
Temple.
overlap here.
Why do you keep calling it a temple? My installation was a weapon, and one which we needed very, very badly.
100,000 years.
But oracle, I do not understand. We were told the ring was our salvation. A gateway to paradise.
Told? By whom? Anyone who told you that is either a fool or quite mad. That installation was a beautiful tool designed to destroy everything the Flood might feed on.
Yeah, literally everything.
Oh, quite everything. And if even one Flood spore survived the destruction of my ring, then protocol demands that all nearby sentient life must immediately be destroyed. An outbreak of the Flood cannot be allowed to take place. But I am wasting our time.
You can find a
Surely
cure,
you
though.
know all of this already.
Communications. Shut down all lines to the fleet. We will not notify the prophets
Yeah, they
of our
kinda showed this in the
discovery
Halo
until I
2
hear
terminal.
everything this oracle has
Be
to
out next
say.
week.
I will
Watch out.
gladly share what I am permitted, but we have little time. What has been unleashed here could destroy everything you have ever known.
Yep.
On that oracle, we are in agreement.
What is that hanging from? That's what I want to know. Is that the end? Still 10 seconds. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not going to be looking at your generic outro either. Okay. Yes, I know, I watched it out of order. I've already watched a Halo 2 thinking that it was Halo CE. That'll be out next week. Don't worry about that. There was a little bit of overlap between that bonus one and the very first one in Halo 2. It gave a lot of backstory. Shout out to Keys for fighting that. The thing's tapping into his mind and controlling like his thoughts and everything, and he's fighting back. I mean, he thought it was the Covenant, but I guess it was the Flood, and apparently it was the Gravemind, it seems, which sounds just absolutely terrible. I hope nobody has to go through that again in the Halo franchise, especially not his daughter. I hope that doesn't become a family tradition of being, you know, interrogated by the Flood, because that doesn't sound fun. Doesn't sound like much of an interrogation. It sounds awful, in my opinion. 100,000 years. That is wild. What are those things powered on? That's just ridiculous. And the reach of these rings and how far they can go is... it goes so far that it's beyond what they could possibly know is out there. That's how big the scale of Halo is. That is just... wow. You would think there were more games than what there is. I mean, this franchise can go on forever because it's based in space, and it could just... apparently there were supposed to be 12 rings originally. I'm sure I missed a lot of things, a lot of information just in my face after a very long day. So please let me know of anything that I missed down in the comments. I'm sure to read them and reply to a lot of them. But that, okay, that was a lot of information. Like, a lot of information. I don't know what to do with all this information. It's so much. But that was the sarcophagus. I wonder what it was that landed there and crashed, and that had to contain the entire thing and nothing left. I guess everybody died on board. Interesting. But I wonder who that was, because that was like tens of thousands of years in between the Master Chief showing up and when they crashed. So that's interesting to say the least. It didn't appear to be English. It appeared to be an alien language. So I don't know. I don't know what that was. These Forerunners must have been around for a long time, and then they all kind of died out, and they wiped the memory of the oracles. Interesting. Unless they did actually use the Halo rings to wipe out the Flood once. I'm guessing that's what happens. I'm guessing they were at war, built the rings, used the rings, wiped out all life, including themselves, left the oracles behind to make everything work still in the future in case the Flood ever came back, and kept samples of the Flood in containment. Wait. No, because then how would they have spores of the Flood if the Halo would just wipe it all out? I guess it's supposed to starve it out. Wouldn't exactly kill it all. It would kill everything that it could eat or use. So I guess technically they could have kept some spores in quarantine and saved. So yeah, lots of information. I'm sure I missed some stuff, maybe a lot of stuff. I don't think I missed that much stuff, but do let me know down in the comments. I'd greatly appreciate it. And next week, the Halo 2 terminals will be out, and this Saturday, I'll be streaming Halo 3, if you're watching this when it goes out. So, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed, and as always, cue the music.